The world continues to mourn the loss of one of basketball's greatest players. Kobe Bryant is dead at the age of 41. Fox News correspondent Aisha Hasni has the new details about the investigation into the helicopter crash, which killed him and 8 other people.
We do know there was an issue of visibility and a low ceiling. The actual conditions at the time of impact, that is still yet to be determined.
Authorities now revealing cloud coverage may have played a part in the tragic helicopter crash which killed basketball legend Kobe Bryant, along with his 13-year-old daughter Gianna and 7 other people. The exact cause of Sunday's fiery crash is still under investigation, but according to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, not even their choppers were flying at the time of the accident.
We had none operating in the area at the time.
Why?
Because of the weather.
Officials are now also identifying 3 more victims of the crash. College baseball coach John Altobelli, his wife Carrie, and his young daughter Alyssa are also among the deceased. Alyssa and Kobe's daughter Gianna played on the same basketball team together. Meanwhile, as the investigation continues, law enforcement say they're encountering new problems.
The crash site itself is not easily accessible. However, we're now faced with, I guess, well-wishers and people mourning who have descended on the area. It is in very rough terrain, very dangerous, even in daylight, much less in the middle of the night. So we just want people to stay away.
Authorities at the crash site say the field of debris is roughly the size of a football field, adding safety is a top priority going forward. Aisha Hasni, Fox News.
And the country is still trying to come to terms with Kobe's death.
Now, Mandy Knoll is in the studio here with more on the impact of the 5-time champion left around the world. Mandy?
Well, we've been talking about it all morning. Even if you weren't a big NBA fan, everybody knows who Kobe Bryant is. He's a pop culture icon. He and his daughter Gianna were among 9 people killed, as you just heard. They were on their way to a basketball game when the helicopter went down. After hearing the news, thousands of fans gathered at the Staples Center to honor him. The big screens outside showed pictures of him. Fans also made a memorial outside his home with flowers, balloons, jerseys, and banners. Just hours before the crash, Bryant congratulated LeBron James, who passed him as the 3rd highest scorer in NBA history. When the Lakers landed in Los Angeles, James was seen hugging his teammates and wiping away tears. Bryant played for the Lakers for 20 seasons. He was drafted right out of high school in 1996. He was just 17. He was an 18-time All-Star, and in 2006 scored 81 points in 1 game. As many fans would agree, including another former Laker, Jerry West, everyone thinks Kobe is one of a kind.
You were never going to put him in a position where he was ever going to give up. And I think that's the greatest testament to an athlete or to someone who is a leader. And I'm not talking about false leaders. I'm talking about a leader. And he was a leader by example.
Investigators are still trying to figure out the exact cause of the crash. A lot of them saying this morning it likely had to do with heavy fog in the area. Might have been a serious factor because of the reports of heavy fog. The NTSB and FAA are investigating that today. Back to you guys.